Speaking of good times, now that this is a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
So recently, we learned of the passing of John Amos.
Mm-hmm.
John Amos is a staple in Black entertainment because of he was in Roots and he did all these other things as well.
Mm-hmm.
But because of his role as James Evans in Good Time, the patriarch of the family,
Yeah.
that's always going to be a thing that sticks. People often talk about the Cosby Show
Mm-hmm.
and how at one point Bill Cosby as Heathcliff Huxtable was like America's dad.
America's
right?
dad. Yeah.
The real ends. We were more favorable of James Evans because he was that father figure that a lot of people at the time that Good Times was a thing did not have.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were things happening in the Black community where fathers were starting to be home less and less. And a lot of people looked up to this figure as that.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
But in a shocking turn of events, we learned about it yesterday.
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah.
But apparently his family kept that hush-hush for a while.
Almost 2 months.
Because he actually passed away on August 21st, was it?
Yeah.
What is that about? How do you feel about that? Honestly, though.
Well, when you first told me, I was like, huh. I was like, all right, well, shout out to the family for being able to keep that.
Have that moment.
Have that be a family moment, right? Because, he does not belong to us. That is their family. I understand that.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it. I was like, that sounds like mess to me. That sounds like inner turmoil to me.
I don't want to, because it's still fresh for me.
I
right?
understand.
But apparently it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember watching videos of him with his son.
Mm-hmm.
And his son had social media with him, and they'd be, in the islands, and they'd be, doing things. So he would keep you up to date on him.
Okay.
But then there was a story that came out, I want to say early last year, maybe.
Okay.
Where they were suspecting like some elder abuse from his daughter to him. Nothing was confirmed, but there was a video that was put out of John Amos in the hospital speaking to the camera and pretty much saying, I am of sound mind. There's nothing wrong with me. And he was pretty much saying, yes, these things are happening to me.
Okay.
And a lot of people are up in arms like, wait a minute, what's happening with America's dad, right?
Yeah. For the real ends.
That was the last time we heard anything from the family.
Okay.
Now, again, I'm not here to say that any of that actually happened or took place, but I feel like whatever was happening and taking place, as he got older, somebody wanted some stuff in a certain way, and they weren't getting it.
Yeah.
Because his son was always around, seemingly, and like making sure that he took care of him and kept him, on social media and everything.
Yeah. Well, regardless of what has happened, I honestly just hope that they can keep this a private matter and continue to keep this between them. I would hate to see his legacy end with, family drama and arguments over money or whatever. I would love it if they could just, keep that to themselves and like let his legacy just be his legacy.
And honestly, there's so many good John Amos like moments. Good Times wasn't even my favorite John Amos thing.
Me neither.
Roots was something we all had to watch.
Yeah.
My favorite John Amos thing.
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. We already know what it is. Absolutely.
And then getting him to, he got to come back and reprise that role, things like that.
And another thing that you made me watch. Yeah.
Well,
you did make me watch.
And to do with John.
You did make me watch that.
They ain't got to do.
Can you just admit that you made me watch that, please?
I did. That was
okay.
Funny.
All right.
That was.
Not it was funny.
But that being said, I hope that people focus more so on the legacy that he did leave behind.
Absolutely.
And all the great, shows and things that he contributed his talents to, because he was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And everything still holds up.
Absolutely.
And there's still that look. There's that James Evans look that you sometimes got to put on people.
That's right.
And so I agree. I hope that it stays there. But R.I.P. John Amos.
Now who's gonna be the hood's dad?
I almost said something, but I ain't gonna say it. What else? What's going on?
All right.
What else in other news?